Hey everyone, it's Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing World of Myths. So World of Myths, or Rebellious Software, the creators of the game, have sponsored me for basically the month of September. But they sponsored me for this video specifically as well to play and kind of showcase the game. And so I'm really excited to show this to you. First off, because with Magic the Gathering, every time the month right before pre-release comes out, I get a little bit bored of the game, and I think everyone does. It shows that a lot of people aren't watching as many videos of that kind of stuff, so I'm excited to kind of use this month to showcase other games. I still will be doing my normal content every day at noon, but I will be adding a few other videos here and there playing other stuff. I also got my Switch hooked up and everything too, so we'll see if we get some things going. If you guys have any requests, let me know. But I'm really excited to show you guys World of Myths. I think that this is a great game. If you guys are looking to play it, the links are down in the description below. And yeah, let's go and get into it. So first off, I wanted to kind of teach, let you guys know some of the things that I've learned within the first week of playing the game. So again, I don't know a ton. I'm still learning a lot, and I'm going to be kind of learning as we're playing this today as well. But I love strategy games in general, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into this, even more so than you might expect. At like first glance, I was like, oh, this is kind of like simple. No, there's a lot that goes into it, and it's really cool. So first off, you have a leader. So you can either choose like a Norse leader. Let's kind of go into this a little bit. So you can choose, starting off, you have 3 different leaders you can get. You know, Odin, which has abilities, and Poseidon, which has an ability. I've decided to go ahead and we're going to be playing the default Japanese Amaterasu. And I said that with like a Spanish accent instead of I don't know how to say it. Anyway, pedestal. So the pedestal is if this is your god, that's the ability that you get as well. So if the first unit you summon each turn has a unique trait, it gains 1 endurance. There's not a ton of explanation into this. You kind of have to learn as you go, and so that's why I wanted to help out a little bit by showing what this actually means. If you guys are just looking forward to the gameplay, I'll probably have a link to the gameplay down below as well. But what this is a trait. These are the different traits. Is right here. If it's a blessing, if it's a spirit, blessing, samurai, priest, Viking, dragon, all these. So it's kind of like creature type in Magic the Gathering, which is a little bit different here. So this deck is full of a bunch of different creature types, and every time that we play a different creature type, it enters and you get more endurance. I'll say how important that is later on, but I think that's the #1 thing that what I've been playing up against real people so far is they're not putting as much value into endurance. Endurance is huge in this game, which adds a completely different element overall. I would say that it's pretty similar to kind of Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering beyond that point, but the endurance adds a whole other level that I think is really fun and interesting. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this deck does, and wish me luck. All right, up against Zeus, bring it on. All right, this is actually a pretty decent hand. So we start with 3 power to use. And it's not bad. As long as we have something with 3 power, it's actually pretty good for us. So go ahead and confirm. I don't love having a 5 drop, but it's really good with everything else we have. Like, it will end up being decent, and hopefully we draw some good stuff off the top. That's really good. All right, sweet. So this is a unique trait creature. That means that there's no other samurais on the battlefield on my side. And so then it gains 1 extra endurance. So endurance, we'll pass the turn. Endurance means the amount of times that they can interact in combat of some sort. Either attacking or blocking. As soon as they lose endurance on the right hand side here, the creature is destroyed. It is exhausted itself. Well, exhausted is what's coming in here. It's kind of like summoning sickness. All right, so he's attacking in with 1 here at this place. We are going to go ahead and put 1 to defend. This is one of my biggest issues though with this game, is that once you double click on one of these, there is no way of going back, at least not that I've found. So you have to be careful to make sure you know what you're wanting to do before you actually do it. So defends, he loses 1 endurance point. We are going to bring out, whenever you gain 1 power whenever a friendly unit dies while defending. It's also a plant, not a, and so let's go ahead and get some endurance on here for our blockers. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put this here. We're going to attack in. So when you attack these different temples, you get a spoil. So spoils, this one If we do damage at all to this temple, we draw a card and our rightmost unit gains +1 endurance. This one, opponent will chooses one of his units and it dies. This one, you draw one card and your leftmost unit gains 2 power. So I'm actually in between going here or going here. I'd like to keep this guy out a little bit longer, but if I do get in for the damage, this actually can give me another blocker, which is really good. So let's go ahead and swing in. Opponent takes it. We get to draw a card and we get 2 power here. He could have blocked with everything, lost a creature, and he would have been pretty behind on board state. I think it might have been okay for him to do so. We can grow our guy here by blocking with him. See if he's attacking all in. So yeah, a very aggressive attack. I am actually going to just block here, defend, pass the turn. So we have 5 mana-ish. So let's go ahead and... We only have 1 attacker. Play this guy here. Play this into the center. And we will attack... Let's attack here again. Maybe the center is pretty good, though. Making him kill something. All right, so attack in. You can also play your god out as well. It costs 3 to play him out for a turn. But if it's out, then they can attack your god, and as soon as the god dies, the game's over, or you lose. Also, just so you guys know, I am in a different space. I actually have a closet here. My space is way different from what I had before, so if it seems a little bit more condensed, it's because it is. But now my family doesn't have to tiptoe around everything anymore. All right, so swinging in for 5. Let's go ahead and just put up the 5. We're not gonna. I don't want to give them any additional value. We are getting a lot of value for what we've got, so he's good. Let's go ahead and put this here. I'm not sure if we have a spirit yet. Okay, we don't. All right, so the weakest. So when this gets summoned out, goes down to 1. So now we can attack in just with this guy, keep our guy around. Like, we can kill this no matter what. Because if they block with 1 defense, the extra 1, everything that we have basically has trample for the amount of damage that we do. So we can either do a lot of damage or something, or just maintain our board state. We have the ability to create a lot more of these guys, though. So let's go ahead and go a little bit more aggressive. So swinging for 5, and let's hit... I hate not killing something because we have to spend... We can only attack 1 place per turn. So that means that we're going to have another turn to kill this. But we also have more versatility in our what we need to do for the next turns. That's all enemy non-flank. I still don't know what flank means. That's something I'm trying to figure out. Block here. Again, we just don't want them to have any defense or any additional value, if at all possible. All right, let's play the Storm Eagle here, actually. Gets an extra endurance, which is really nice. We're gonna swing this. We might just keep them off of their creatures. Or do we try to finish something off? This gives endurance, so we get to keep that guy around a little bit longer. This will grow our Storm Eagle really far, but we also want to get more damage in. And they'll probably kill here. I think that we want to attack here instead. It is a little bit overkill. We lose this guy because he lost his endurance, but we gain the next biggest creature. We get another 6. We can only have 5 units out on the battlefield at one given time. We have the ability to blow up the board as well. Unfortunately, we can't do that until after damage. We already go for the damage. All right, swings in for 4. We may just let them take it here. They do get a really big guy. But we can just kill here. Board wipe in the future if need be. Or we just block it. Sometimes getting rid of the units too is good so that we can bring out others, because we can't actually do much else at the moment. He's losing 1, 2, 3 creatures. So yeah, no defense. This guy's going to get stuff, but he cannot defend. So we take 3. He gains a card. This guy cannot defend at all, though, so that's really not that bad for us. Let's go ahead and put this guy. Let's see here. Is there anything else that we want? Again, we have to have unique traits, so it's a little bit different. We can only play one thing at the moment. Let's go ahead and get down a mercenary. I think we just want to be able to finish out the game as quick as possible. We can also bring stuff down as we play. So, all right, so it ended up exhausting. That's right. We can only have so many things. So we're going to be able to kill their main temple. I was wondering why it was letting me play it. That's why I was checking. We ended up wasting that card because we can only have 5 units on the battlefield. Again, I'm still trying to learn a little bit of this as well. But we did kill that. He lost his guy. He has no defenders. We're okay if this guy gets bigger. All right, exhausted our fella. Cannot defend, and this is game. This guy comes down. We're going to give him extra power. And swing all in. Yep, defends. I'm thinking we might be playing up against computer as a possibility. I'm not positive yet though. All right, so rank up. We do get to unlock a new leader because we got up to level 4 here with the Japanese gods. So let's go ahead and play again. Now we're gonna play probably 3 to 4 games with this. But yeah, I would love to hear down in the comments below what you guys think of this game, if you guys are wanting to try it out, and also just what you guys think of me playing other games kind of like on top of Magic the Gathering. I'm never going to stop doing Magic the Gathering, but I've heard a lot of positive feedback for doing other stuff, but not necessarily like what types of stuff you want me to be doing. I do like playing other strategy card games, but I just got like Skyrim on the Switch. I wasn't planning on getting it because I had played it on other consoles, but then it was like half off because someone had like in Walmart because someone had brought it back kind of damaged, or at least the packaging. And so I was like, yeah, I'll get it half off for that. And so anyway, I just barely got Skyrim. I was starting to play it again. I'd love to know if you guys want me to be doing stuff like that. Up against Loki, bring it on. This looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll drop the big expensive dude. All right, so we are going to start with Samurai. This is actually one of the best plays for our deck. Getting out 3 power and something that can attack multiple turns or attack and defend. Really good in this game. So we're guaranteed to get some value now, basically. Each player draws a card. Sweet. I dig it. And let's just go for as much endurance as we can get. So whenever this guy dies, it has Death Stare. Whenever he dies, your weakest unit gains 1 power. So that will be nice. We actually are going to go ahead and hit here. Make this guy really powerful. Be able to just kill 1 place on the next turn, possibly. When declared as an attacker, put an attacking hunter hound onto the battlefield. Interesting. 0 power. I have not seen something like that. Well, we could go for just growing the board quite a bit here. In fact, that's probably the best thing. Let's go ahead and put those guys out here. This way we can bring out the Myobi in between here on the next turn, as well as the Spirit, which will make these guys really powerful. We'll have a lot of damage on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and swing in, get rid of a temple, grow our center guy here. Center means that if they're in between 2 other creatures or units, then they get a buff. So this guy has +1 because he's in the center. We did use all the endurance for the other guy, but we got to trade off for the guy there. So that was good. So he's going to attack in. Created a hound. Yeah, we will just block with this guy. When he dies, this guy will grow. He'll also get a little bit weaker because he's not going to be in the center any longer. We are just going to go for as much damage output as possible. We know that we have the ability to kill the entire board. So we're just going to go for damage output here. So I think what we do is grow both these guys. Adjacent units have +1 power. Endurance, being able to kill something with endurance is really nice. Weakest unit loses 1 power. So this guy also becomes the center because we placed it there. Let's go ahead and swing in. This will give him more endurance. We might just want to have them kill stuff. Sometimes letting them keep more creatures out in the battlefield that aren't that good is actually pretty nice because they can't play more than 5. So let's go ahead and swing in for 8. They can double block. Okay. Just takes it. It's an extra endurance here. This guy will stay around, which will help us with our overall power. Brings out Loki. So his pedestal is whenever friendly unit dies, the next spell you cost is 2 less. That's pretty awesome. So he's all about having his stuff die. Interesting. All right, well, we're gonna just take it. 6 here. Yeah, no defense. Next turn we get to kill all units. He did just lose a bunch though. And we can kill this unit with our Wolfsbane at instant speed, is what it's kind of how it works. All right, so bring out the eagle. We're wanting to make sure we keep up 2 mana. And let's actually go ahead and attack in. This is still down. We can actually attack at the face here. If we do any damage in, they do lose a creature, so which they're fine with losing this guy. All right, so get rid of his endurance, kill the creature. If we attack in here, we lose him. Which, yeah, let's go ahead. We can hit here. Let's go ahead and attack in. I'm guessing they'll just block. Takes it. Very interesting. You'll have to kill the fresh recruit anyway. Mostly we're kind of like getting the creatures we don't care about off the battlefield. Seeing if it's worth going for the ethereal, and I figured there might be a possibility we would be able to attack in. All right, so where do they attack? So killing our spoils here, huh? This means we don't get to attack, which it might just be worthwhile for us to be attacking in. Let's go ahead and block. Rebuild our board, stay on the defensive for a bit. That's really good. We don't have anything with a type, so let's go ahead and play this onto, so we don't get the Amaterasu's pedestal because we don't have a type that's coming out necessarily. And we will play Mercenary. And we're not going to attack in for 0, so we will pass the turn. We have a lot of power out in the battlefield now. They shouldn't be able to stop us. We'll take whatever damage they deal. That's a lot of blockers. He gets to grow this guy if he attacks in here. So we will go ahead and trade off one of our guys here. Let's just trade off the Mercenary. What in the world? Okay. Rush Ethereal. Instead of going to your graveyard, remove from the game. Gotcha. So like exile. This is really good. And Death Stare, what is it? Does something when it dies. Return to the battlefield with Rush and Ethereal. So if he dies, he comes back. Alright, so let's see how we can actually make this work. We grow this guy by playing something here. Let's go ahead and give him some power back. So if this guy dies, he just comes back. Not really worth our time doing that. All right, we're going all in though. I'm just not sure when I'm supposed to be playing this. Looks like we ran out of time, so we're going all... It didn't even let me play everything. Ah, come on. I don't like that there's not like a thing that shows how much time we have left. All right, so this guy's gonna come back. We get to play the Wolfsbane. Does he not come back? Whenever a friendly non-spirit unit dies, put a fox onto the battlefield. Interesting. Okay, swinging in for 3, 5. That's fine. Because he's gonna grow this guy. We're gonna go ahead and spin it now. No defense. We do lose a tower. He gets to draw a card. But this guy is gonna get the power and then he's gonna die. Oh, it does happen afterwards. The timing of that, I'm still trying to figure it out. I thought that he would get that before he dies. All right, let's go ahead and play this here. This can actually make us attack in now. So we have, this gives us enough for lethal. So bring out our commander, our person. And attack in, and this should be lethal. They do have chances to respawn. Blocks for 1, blocks for 2. And I think that's game. Sweet. Victory. Almost to level 8. Let's go ahead and play another one. Up against Tsukuyomi. Or Elugnaz. Bring it on, Elugnaz. We don't have a turn 1 play. I am going to keep the ninja. Because it's pretty good. Maybe not. The best chance, we need to hit a 3-drop is their best chance. We'll keep the ninja. There we go. We at least found a 3-drop. Good. Wolfsbane is also nice. Play this guy with some endurance. Pass the turn. Elugnaz bringing on. Plays Kappa. He's a Kappa. Alright, bring out the eagle. And if they want to block with both of these, that's fine. Let's go ahead and give... Endurance might be the right way. We'll go ahead and attack in here. I'm still not sure which is the best one to be attacking. I think it's the 2 power. Oftentimes, like, just getting more power on the battlefield early game seems to be what wins you the game. All right. They do get a pretty aggressive attack. Oh, they don't go for it. Interesting. So we can Wolfsbane here to kill it and play Samurai. This is actually pretty good. All right, so Wolfsbane onto the pup. This means that these guys go down to 1. We get to attack in for 7. Even if they block with everything, we still kill this place. And we get to grow this guy. We do lose 2 creatures, but this guy gets massive. And we'll start attacking to give him endurance. And that should kind of solidify this one here. So what's the pedestal for this guy? When you summon a unit, if there is only one other friendly unit with the same trait, so again, traits with us, the highest endurance enemy loses 1 endurance. So instead of us gaining 1, we're making someone else lose, like just like you did before. So pretty good stuff. We have 6 mana, so we can kill something and play Eagle. This lets us grow our guy a little bit here too. Playing the Eagle is nice, though. This gives us more power for the next turn. Let's go ahead and just attack it. And we're not going to kill... Well, we can kill something now just so they don't block. I'm not sure if it's worthwhile. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. Because we can do this on their turn as well, maybe kill something. We're still holding up the 2 mana. I don't know what this is called yet. Alright, brings out a lot of stuff. We do get to kill the samurais, which that's probably what we'll do. We almost get to kill their entire board if they're attacking in like this. Let's go ahead and block. Kill one of these guys. And defend. Alright, so now we get to... Goes up to 5, yeah. Alright, we have 5, so let's... play the undead guy here, get the extra endurance. Play this here, throw our dorks. Do we want to just kill here? It's probably easier to keep this down lower and just go for an easy... It's easy to get 1 or 2 points of damage through rather than going for the whole thing. This does also make our guys stay on board with the same value, so let's just attack there. It might be better to attack here, but we get no loss of value by attacking here, basically. So that's good. As good defenders, we're absolutely going to block here. Yep, and defend. All right, and let's see. So Ninja, make this guy's power go down. Now if we block, we get some value. We're not going to be able to kill it no matter what, so let's just swing in with 1 guy. They're going to have to kill something, so if they block with too much, okay, they just take it down to 2. All we have to do is keep 2 power on the battlefield. We get to bring out her as a hasty rush creature, I guess, for 1 extra point of damage. Which if we can play her and if like we have these in our deck as well, if we can give power to... I'm not sure if we can give it to her as an actual unit. All right, let's... we get some Death Stare from this, so we actually get some value power-wise. So we're going to go ahead and defend. Keep them off of any power that they think they can get. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, we have plenty. All right, so go ahead and bring her out. That should have brought her out. Yeah, it's already paid for it. Uh-oh, it looks like we froze. No! So part of the issue too, I don't think this is actually the game's issue. It might just be my issue. I moved to a new location, and my Wi-Fi card is having to go through to get to my internet. It's going through a bathtub right now. I might have to completely change my location again. But oh no, we have the victory right now. Sorry guys, so I did have some internet issues at the end there. I did win the game, but it was a lot of finagling. Anyway, so what do you guys think of this? This is just the default deck that comes with it. I wanted to more showcase the game here for you guys. I'll be building other decks in future videos with this, but I overall think that it's a very fun game. First off, I think that if you're going to play the Japanese default, I think is the best out of the three. All three have good things about them, but I do think that Japanese has the best out of the three, just because endurance is such a big thing, and the fact that you have the ability to give endurance just gives you more options to play out. You get more value from each card, basically. That's the main reason why I like it, at least. So overall, love the game, love this deck. I think it's really fun. I think that the game itself, I feel like you can tell it's still a little bit in the early stages, but we need to support stuff like this when there's a good game play style. It's a good game overall. We need people that support it and say, hey, let's go ahead and keep going with this, because it is a great game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.